And the last part is the computer reservation system. The last type of special purpose application software we will discuss is computer reservation system. So, what is a computer reservation system? It is a central reservation, it is also known as a central reservation system, and it is a web based software used by travel agencies and travel management companies to retrieve and conduct transactions related to air travel, hotels, car rental and other activities. It was originally designed to use by airlines. So, basically what this computer reservation system is, nowadays sitting at home we do all the reservations online, we do all the reservations, maybe air ticket reservation, maybe railway ticket reservation, maybe hotel reservation, maybe the booking for traveling, the vehicle booking the vehicles for traveling. All those reservation systems can be done by using this software that is called computer reservation system. Basically, in the initial days it was used for airline reservation, but timely it expands to accommodate all these things in that. And the main objective of CRS was to make one stop service shop and eliminate physical and geographical distances between mediator and consumers. There will be no mediator between the customer and the service provider. There is a direct contact between the customer and the service provider. He can sitting at the home, he can give, he can reserve the ticket, he can book the book whatever he wants, instead of going for any mediator, the mediator between them. And with universal coverage, this distribution system provides information for airlines, hotels, car rental companies and travel agencies and corporations and more. It helps in that system, in that way. Then if you want to focus only on specific travel related services like offering air tickets and CRS will be useful. If you want to tap into multiple services, using CRS is not advisable. If you want to have multiple services, CRS only can provide the reservation part of the service. So, it will not be helpful if you are going to have the other services like passenger service system, okay, inventory system or departure control system. Some of the basic functions are pointed out, some of the basic functions of CRS are pointed out here. It displays the travel services with prices and images. Okay, when we go for reservation, it shows the hotel you are going to reserve, the vehicle you are going to reserve, or the things you are going to reserve. They provide the prices, the different prices and images of the thing. So, inventory and reservation management, it also shows the stock, what are available, what are not available. You make a choice of them, what you want to reserve. It is user friendly reservation system, it is very much user friendly. You will not have any doubt of asking anything to anybody, everything is there in front of you, you just read the things and choose and reserve your according to your choice. Then online payment gateway integration. Payment gateways, if you reserve the hotels, or if you reserve a ticket, or if you reserve a vehicle, you just have to pay for that also. So, online payment system is also integrated to this. Customer data management, customer data is also if you have made so many reservations, you also can go to your previous record of reservations you made at any time. It keeps those records. And email notification. Once you reserve the ticket, once you book something, then before the time of traveling, or before the time you are going to get the service, it gives the email notification to you and makes you alert. And booking, cancellation and refund management, that is also a very important part of any reservation system. Sometimes after making the booking, we need to cancel it. If the automated system is not there, you may have to go physically to the service provider and make the cancellation there. But by using this system, what we can do, we can cancel the booking online sitting at home, and you can get the refund automatically to your account. So, the popularly used some of the popularly used computerized reservation systems are application softwares are Pegasus CRS, guest centric CRS. Okay, thank you. Good morning. Previous class we have discussed about application software, and what we discussed are the general purpose application software. The application software, they are used for general purpose like word processor, spreadsheet, database and all these things. So, in this class today we will discuss about some specific purpose application software. So, specific purpose application software means these application softwares are used for some specific purpose, like for example, we will discuss about inventory management software, we will discuss about financial management system, we will discuss about payroll system and human resource management system and reservation system. We will discuss about all these specific purpose application software. So, let us start with inventory management software. Inventory management software is a software system, it is basically for tracking inventory levels, orders, sales and deliveries. As we know nowadays e-commerce applications are used, and we can sitting at home we can online order the items and we can get it delivered at the home. So, for the purpose they use on the background, they use inventory management software. It helps for tracking inventory levels, it helps for taking the orders, it helps in sales and deliveries. It also can be used in the manufacturing industry to create work order, bill of material and order production related documents. Okay. Now, companies use inventory management software to avoid product overstock and outage. Okay. Now, what is product overstock and outage? Sometimes what happens, the amount of stock available, the order placed in the market is more than the amount of stock available. Okay. So, in that case that is called stock outage. Now, what is stock overstock? What is overstock? When order in the market is less, but what is available in inventory are more. Okay. So, what happen at the end of the day, you will find that most of the stocks are available which are not able to sell. So, in order to facilitate all these things, to synchronize the things, so that the amount of order taken from the market is will be optimized according to the stocks available in the inventory, this software helps. Okay. So, there will be no overstock, there will be no outage. So, it is a tool for organizing inventory data that before was generally used before these softwares, before these application softwares, automated system used. Generally what we do, we use pen and paper to maintain the stocks, and in that case there may be some difficulties arise, we will discuss in the next slide. So, basic purpose of this inventory software is, it often use inventory management software the companies use to reduce their carrying stock cost, and the software is used to track products and parts of their transported from vendor. The software works from the beginning, from where the products come from the vendor to the warehouse, and from warehouse to the retail location and then to the customer. Now, it is used for variety purposes, like some of the purposes are pointed out, maintaining the balance between too much and too little inventory, as I explained that it may be overstock, it may be outage if we do not maintain a software like this. Automatically, whenever a customer orders something and the product is delivered to him, the inventory software is updated accordingly. So, there will be and the stock available will be updated automatically. So, there will be no situation of overstock or outage. Okay. Then tracking inventory as it is transported between locations. Though when the product is transporting from retail location to the customer, tracking facilities are also available with this software. It shows whether the product is packing in the process of packing, or it is in the process of shipping, and at the end when it is delivered, it gives the message that it is delivered, receiving items into warehouse and other locations. So, the software starts from the vendor, from where the product come to the warehouse, from the warehouse to the retail location, and from the retail location to the customer. So, this is what, then picking, packing, shipping items from the warehouse, keeping track of product sales and inventory labels. As I told, when the customer get the product delivered to him, and automatically the stock of that product is updated in the software. So it's at different times it shows the different the stock available at different inventory levels. Now avoiding missing out on sales due to out of stock situation. These are some of the purposes why inventory management software is used, and nowadays in the online system we mostly used all e-commerce applications, all e-commerce businesses use this inventory management software for the purpose. Now advantage of inventory management software, what the advantages are? The first advantage, it is cost saving. There are several advantages of using this. One of them is cost saving. You do not have to maintain you can reduce the amount of resources by automating the system. By automating the system, you do not have to you reduce the cost of manpower. They are engaged in to maintain the stocks, to keep the track of the transportation of the product from the vendor till it reach at the customer. All those things, all those costs are reduced. So inventory management software, it helps companies to cut expenses by minimizing the amount of unnecessary parts and products in storage. It also helps in companies to keep stock lost sales to a minimum by having enough stock in hand to meet the demand. That means it makes a optimization. It makes a synchronization between the customer and the amount of order taken in the market and the available stock, so that at the end of the day there will be no more stock, there will be no overstock at the inventory. Then the next advantage is increased efficiency. How efficiency can be increased? Inventory management software often allows for automation of many inventory related tasks. For example, software can automatically collect data, conduct calculations and create records. Okay, and the calculations are also made in the online software. In the software, it is provided that the customer is going to purchase how many items and what are the categories of items. So after he choose all those items and the quantity of each of the item is, then automatically the calculation is made what the cost of the product is which is going to be delivered. So it increases efficiency. We do not have to calculate, we do not have to separately calculate all those things for delivering the product at the customer. Okay, so it increases the efficiency in this way. Then warehouse organization, this is most important thing. In order to maintain huge amount of stock and to have a good market, and you need all the customers you need to provide all sort of supports to the customer. You should have a good warehouse organization. Warehouse organization means where the stocks comes from the vendor. The products comes from the vendor and stored in the warehouse. From there they are distributed to the retailer location, and from there it goes to the customer. Basically warehouse is the depot, we can say, is the stock. It keep all the stock of the products. Okay, that organization, that how much stock is coming to the warehouse, how much is going out of it, what is the stock situation now in the warehouse, all those management can be done by using this software also. There is a tool available in this software that is called warehouse organization. And this warehouse organization is basically takes 60 to 70% of the entire job of inventory management control. Then updated data, because when it is used, when the customers are going to give orders online, time to time the stocks are going to update. No individually no one is going to update it manually. It is automatically been updated, and it is a real time system. Whenever a customer gives the order is placed, and according to the inventory, looking at the inventory, if the stock is available, order is placed, and the packaging and shipping starts for the product, and the data is updated automatically by using this software. Nothing has to do manually. Okay, only we have to give the data of the available stock and the quantity. And some of the inventory management softwares used in the market are Scene7, Odoro and Fishbowl. You can see the examples of some of the popularly used inventory management softwares now available in the market. Then comes the human resource management software. Human resource management means, as the name suggests, human resource management. That means in an organization to manage the human resources in an organization. Every organization has human resources, the employees are there. To maintain the records of the employees, starting from their number of present days to leaves, their salaries, their deductions, their work hour, calculation of work hour. All these things are maintained by using this software. That is why it is called human resource management software. It basically used to manage the resources, human resources of an organization. A human resource management system, it is in short, it is known as HRMS, or human resources information system, HRIS also we say. We also say this as human capital management, HCM. It is a form of human resource software that combines a number of system and processes to ensure the easy management of human resources and business processes and data. Okay, easy management of, it makes the management of the human resources and the data related to the human resources and the business processes easy. Okay, human resources software is used by businesses to combine a number of necessary HR functions. Some of the HR functions, human resource functions, are like storing employee data. As the employee join the organization, his all personal records are to be maintained. The date of starting from the date of joining to his date of birth, all the address details, his name, email ID, contact number, all those things. So this is a part of that, storing employee data, managing payroll. Now every employee is going to get the salaries, so it is also a part of this human resource management system, and sometimes it is also separated. Instead of some small organization, they only implement the payroll system instead of taking the entire suite human resource management system. So it is also there managing payroll, their salaries and all deductions, calculations are there to be made. Then recruitment, employees are recruited to the organization, that is also this software also takes care of that. If at any time you want to give an advertisement in online advertisement, or you want to hire employees, you want to hire resources, human resources, then this software can also be used. Then benefits administration of the organization can monitor the resources, human resources. It can get the data of the human resources, their work effort in the organization, about their salaries and wages. All those can be get by the administrator of the organization. Then time and attendance, as I told, employee performance management. Whenever an employee works in an organization, his performance is going to be calculated time and again in a regular basis, quarterly or half yearly or yearly. Their performance is going to be calculated, and this software is also facilitate that to calculate the performance of the employee. According to the performance of the employee, their future work in the organization will be set. And tracking competency and training records. Tracking competency is same as is just the similar thing as performance management. We can say which employee is competition between the employees, which employees are more efficient, which are not, which are less. We also can keep track of that. And training records, when employees are going to attend some training, time to time they go for training, so that record also can be maintained and managed here by using this software, human resource management software. So these are some of the functions pointed out that is used in this software, human resource management system. Retaining the staffs, hiring the staffs. If you have to temporarily hire, or if you have to take some employees from outside of the organization for some period, that also can be taken care by this software. Onboarding and offboarding. Onboarding, that means there is a project on which you want some selected employees to be assigned for that project, that is onboarding. And offboarding, taking out some employees from that project, that is offboarding. Those can be also taken. Administration, as I told, managing payroll, tracking, managing employee benefits, and HR planning, performance management, and appraisal. Appraisal means the performance report of the employee. Then employee self service. What is employee self service? This is also a part of a human resource management system. Employee self service means employee can log into the system and he can see the details of himself, the personal details of himself, and he can make changes, like he want to change his email ID, or he want to change his contact number, or he want to change his address, or anything he want to change. He want to know how many leaves of him are left, he can see that. So whatever required, whatever personal information an employee has, he also can take care by logging into the system, that is called employee self service. Okay. Then leave management, as the employees takes leaves, there are different kinds of leaves are categorized, and they have been set that organization is going to give how many of CL, how many of EL, how many of other types of leaves. Those can be also taken care by this software. And reporting and analytics and grievance handling, time and again, if employees are going to give any grievances about the organization or about something, then that also can be taken here. Then payroll module automates the pay process by gathering data on employee time and attendance, calculating various deductions. Basically it gives the idea about payroll system, payroll module, that we are going to discuss in detail in the next. And some of the human resource management system softwares in the market popularly used, these are Talent Pulse and HR1 Paycom. These are some of the examples of human resource management system softwares, special purpose application software available and used for the purpose. Then payroll system, the third type of special purpose application software, that is payroll system. Payroll system, what is payroll? Payroll is the process by which employers pay an employee for the work they have completed. Okay. Payroll means it is the process by which employer pay an employee for the work they have completed. That is simply payroll. And any business with employees should have a payroll management process established. An effective and efficient payroll process ensures that employees are paid accurately and consistently, and give the HR the chance to focus on other aspect of their job. You see, if this application software is not there with your system, then HR, the person HR has to take care of this manually, and he has to put a lot of effort on this to payroll system towards the end of the month, while calculating the salary of each of the employee, because calculating the salary is not a small task. It has many aspects, like they have the deductions they have to be made for taxes, for insurances, and they have to calculate the allowances if it changes time to time. So that is a very time taking schedule for HR as an employee. It takes some time. So that part that time can be reduced by using this payroll application, payroll system software, and it helps the HR to feed the basic things of the employee, like the basic salary of the employee, the amount of allowances, the type of allowances, and the percentage of allowances on the basic salary, the type, the insurances, if it has to be deducted, if any tax to be deducted from the salary of the employee. All these are to be set before at the time of the employee joins, and these are calculated automatically at the end of the day. When the leaves are entered, then automatically these are calculated and the salary receipts comes out. So then payroll seems simply its core, but becomes complicated because of various deductions that comes into play. Employer must thoroughly understand how to do the payroll, how to withhold taxes from each paycheck, how to make sure that taxes are paid. Because if taxes are not paid to the government agencies in time, then the employer has to may get punishment in the form of jail or in the form of some money. So in order to avoid that, every small to large organization implement this payroll system, so that all these things can be automated and there will be no delay in the process of preparing this. Then employers may also be responsible for deducting and paying premiums for insurances, depositing fund into retirement accounts and selected charities. Now payroll management duties can create a huge burden and unwanted stress for small business owners, and can be overwhelming for large businesses. It missed a deadline, incorrect filling of taxes can result in the fines or jail time. Now, what does payroll software do? What the payroll software do? A payroll management system is a software program that is designed to organize all the tax of employee, to organize all the tax of the employee payment and tax filling. This tax includes keeping track of hours containing the wages, tracking attendances, withholding taxes, deductions, pointing and delivering the checks, completing the direct deposits, paying premiums to insurance carriers, and paying employment taxes to the governments. And these softwares can be purchased through HR software vendor. As I told before, sometimes this payroll system software comes with the suite of human resource HREM, human resource HRMS, human resource management system, or sometimes it comes separate. If it is a small organization, they do not want the total suite to be implemented, they can take this the part of that the payroll system to implement. Okay. Then payroll software, it requires employers to input employee wage information and hours, but not much beyond that. You just have to, because the system, the software is not going to know any way that how many number of days the employee has worked. Okay, how many hours the employee has worked, that information you just have to give at the end of the month or in a regular basis and day to day basis. But at the end of the day, if this information is given, then at the end of the month it automatically calculates the salary and the payroll of each of the employee. Most payroll software is automatically updated, and whenever a tax law changes, and time to time tax law also changes, the amount of tax the employee has to give to the government agency, that changes. So when the changes are made, you have to make the changes in the software also, but these are not a regular type of work. They may in a quarterly or half yearly or yearly, or may not be, maybe beyond that, you have to make some changes in the software. Okay. Then what are the benefits of using this payroll processing software? Now, what benefits we get by using this software? It improves compliances. It improves compliance. Compliance means calculating company taxes and filling reports can be confusing, and missing deadlines for this work can garner hefty fines and penalties. You see, if the tax calculation and tax payment is not made in time, then as we discussed, that you may give some fine. You may have to, the employer may have to give some fine to the organization, to the government agency. So in order to avoid that, this software helps. So that improves the compliance, that improves. Then calculation of deduction and net income. After the employee gross income has been determined, payroll software calculate the deductions such as taxes, insurances, retirement savings, and deduction amounts are automatically subtracted and checked in drawn and direct deposited into the specific bank account. Bank account are also linked to the payroll software system, and automatically the amount what is calculated, that is transferred to the employee's bank account. Some payroll software solution may also use to configure, also be configured to automatically add reimbursement for mileage, travel expenses, and other employee expenditure. In some organizations, in addition to the general deductions, in addition to the general allowances, some more allowances are there, reimbursement of mileage, okay, traveling expenses and other expenditures, okay, some not irregular expenditure like traveling expenses or like that. So those also can be included into this software. Then preparing the tax forms, this is one of the important aspect, and it has to be taken care in every year for a yearly basis. So payroll software relieves some of the stress at tax time by automatically generating all tax forms that are needed by employees, contractors, and companies. Okay. Then it keeps the records. It keeps records effortlessly. Now the thing is that the organization goes year and year. The employees comes, employee goes, employee payroll, they are getting the salary every time, they are getting salary, their tax records, their deduction records. So all those leave records, all those things are not to be maintained manually. All software takes care of all the things, and it keeps a record of all the things. At any time later, if you need to know the about a employee, you want to know about the history of the employee, history record of the employee, that we also can get using the software. That also one of the benefit of using this software. It keeps records effortlessly. Without much effort, it can keep record of the employee data. It allows employee self service. I already told you what is employee self service. The employee in a payroll system, basically the employee can take care of his leaves, not about the personal details, but about the leaves, how many leaves he has taken, how many left, or he if he want to make he want to change the account number, the bank account number to which the salary is being paid, those things and deductions, work hour, benefit, all these things the employee can do himself by logging into the system. Personal IDs are given to each of the employee. They can log in into the system and they can do these changes, and they can get information about their data whenever required. It eliminates payroll errors. While preparing payrolls in before this kind of software comes to the market, while preparing the payroll reports, it shows some errors. It had some errors because if the number of employees is more, thousands or lakhs of employees, thousands or some lakhs of employees are there, keeping the record of them and preparing the payroll reports is very difficult task, and sometimes human errors are there. But this type of error never comes in this automated system. So that is one of the benefit. It eliminates the payroll errors. Handling payroll is another important function of HR department. It's thankless work. No one notices payroll unless something is wrong. Salaries, every employee needs the salary at the end, and once they get the salary, they think it is very easy, very easily their salary is calculated by making all the deduction. But if and that is why it's a thankless work. That means the employee feels that I worked for some days and I am getting the salary. So what is what hard work they have to do for this, but internally in the background many more work has to be done. And doing all those things, if some error occurs, if employee gets some error report, if some amount more deducted from his salary, then only he is able to know, he can understand how the system, how the payroll system works and how important it is. So this type of errors are eliminated by using this payroll system. And then allot staffs of an HRIS will allot HR staff if there are any discrepancies. If someone inputs an incorrect dollar amount or number of hours, or if something is different from previous paycheck, the system can send an alert. This way any error can be caught and correct immediately. So what happens if some error occurs, suppose the number of the employee is going to get some amount, some X amount, the salary of the employee is X amount, there is no changes made in the organization in the salary structure. Then if this time he is getting something more or something less than X, then some notification, some alert goes to the HR, the person responsible for payroll system. A notification goes to the HR, and after getting the alert or notification, he is able to know that, he or she is able to know that something wrong happens. So he takes care of that and go to the system to correct it. That is what alert staff of discrepancies. Then NCO's timely payments. Payments can be timely, because if all the manual works are reduced, it is done by the system automatically at the end of the month. As the 31st, as the 31st day on the month, the records, the data are feeded, data are given to the system. On the next month, day 1, it can calculate and give you the reports, all the required reports. So there will be no delay in providing the reports and the information. So this is all about, and some of the softwares, specific application softwares, the payroll system used in the market, popularly Ultimate, Workday and Sure Payroll, popularly used some of the payroll system software, payroll application software. Then the next comes the financial management system. Financial management system, this is a specific application software. With the end of financial year looming, many business owners will reviewing their systems or procedures in preparation for the coming year. at the end of financial year, every organization needs to calculate the company PL statement, we say like PL statement, profit loss statement, and for preparing all those financial statements at the end of the financial year, they need software. They do a lot of work, and this software helps to automate those kind of work. Some may be considering financial management system to help them better manage income and expenses. However, financial management systems comes in all shape sizes. It's important to fully understand the purpose of them, which system will work best for the business. Now, what is a financial management system? It is the methodology and software that an organization, it is the methodology or software an organization uses to oversees and govern its income, expenses, assets with the objective of maximizing profit and ensuring sustainability. Every organization, the main objective of the organization is this, that maximizing the profit and ensuring sustainability. So, at the end of the financial year, the organization makes the reports to understand this, analyze and to analyze the profits and sustainability of the organization. And these are some of the reasons why what a financial management system do for an organization if it is implemented. Now, it improves the short and long term business performances by streamlining invoicing and bill collection. Invoicing and bill collection, if it is a organization dealing mostly on the financial transactions, then the invoicing and billing collection is one of the regular work. It is one of the regular work, daily basis work that happens, and in order to streamline that, in order to automate that system, it helps. Then eliminates accounting error. There will be very few accounting error. There are very few to no accounting error. If the data are provided correctly, then the formulas are already set, so it automatically calculates makes the calculations, and there will be very less to no calculating accounting errors. It minimizes record keeping redundancy. Record keeping redundancy means time to time we keep the records, and sometimes we keep multiple records of the same thing. We keep the multiple records. If suppose some records we kept it 1 month back, now that record is again modified. So, keeping that record also, you also have to keep this new modified record with that. Okay. So, in this way, if that record is modified 2 to 3 times in a financial year, then you have to make copies of that record and keep it on a regular basis. But by using this software, you do not have to keep the records. It is automatically modified, and the date of modification with all the logs of the modification are maintained. So, you do not have to keep the redundant data, you do not have to keep the duplicate data with the system. It ensures compliance with tax and accounting regulations. Tax and accounting regulations are implemented on this. You just give the data according to your system, according to your government rule. You just put the data, the percentage of tax and accounting, all the rules and regulations. Once it is fed into the system, then it is going to be automatically calculated. Then it helps personnel to quantify budget planning. It helps in budget planning. At the beginning of a new year, we plan the budget for the coming year. So, that this software also helps in that respect for planning the budget. It offers flexibility and expandability to accommodate change and growth. Every organization changes, time to time it changes, and it grows. So, it helps in expanding the organization. It has the flexibility, it offers the flexibility in expanding the growth and of the organization. And different there are 3 different financial management systems are there: financial accounting, managerial accounting, and corporate finance. Financial accounting is a part of financial information system that provides income statements, balance sheet, and statement of cash flows to creditors, investors, and taxing authorities. These reports are monthly output. These reports, the financial accounting part of the financial management system gives the monthly reports. All these the things like income statement, balance sheet, statement of cash flows to creditor, investor, taxing, all these are the monthly report, they are produced by this part of the system. Managerial accounting system that provides information internally to individual. This helps the administration. This helps the administration. Basically, the reports produced in managerial accounting, they are not made public. That is meant for the decision makers of the organization. It helps them, and it is only for internal use. And corporate finance is a part of finance management system that resides outside of normal accounting system. It is totally outside of normal accounting system. It includes budgeting, financial analysis, forecasting and performance metrics. Among others, the activities in this system take accounting information to create necessary reports, and the main purpose of finance system, corporate finance, is to provide a roadmap or plan for company's future activities. So, it has nothing to do with employees, it has nothing to do with the public, only the administration, management of the organization take the help of these reports to make the future activity of the company. And some of the examples of these financial management systems available in the market are Monarch, MFAT, IDOS and InvestWell. Bhai, এটা আজরে